Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 180 of the Get Your Goals Annual Challenge. I haven't had any coffee today. I definitely need a sip. Today we are talking about step 6 in our financial goal process. Every month this year, we are talking about one area. We're specifically diving deeply into one area or aspect of the 9-part life framework that I use to set goals and objectives and to kind of add some semblance of order and a framework to my life, some of the chaos that happens in my life. If you can imagine that, sometimes my life is a little chaotic. Well, at the end of each month, we came up with a 7-step goal process. At the beginning of the year in January, we looked at all different frameworks and we came up with this process. And today's step 6 is resources. What resources do you need in order to achieve your goal and objective? What support do you need? Support from other people, places, things, time, etc., to free up your time maybe so you can work on your goal and objective. And then accountability. How are you going to hold yourself accountable? Are you capable of holding yourself accountable? Early on when I started doing challenges, I liked to have an accountability partner. But over time, I realized that I need to keep my word to myself and that I am my best accountability partner. And I always know if I'm making excuses, if I'm dawdling, if I'm procrastinating, if I'm avoiding, and I just need to hold myself accountable to that. So sometimes I have an accountability partner, sometimes I don't. Actually, this whole challenge, I have lots of accountability partners because I need to show up and do my stuff every day or people are going to call me out on it. So I guess I build accountability into my challenges, even now. So today, our action item is to think about what do you need for resources and support and accountability in order to achieve your biggest financial goal by the end of this year. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to make $1 billion by the end of the year. Remember, we created a SMART goal, but how are you going to make sure that you're progressing and moving toward that? And we're really applying this to the financial area and aspects of our life. We don't always choose the most important financial goal, but I'm like, if we're going to do this, why wouldn't we choose the most important one? So mine is the most important thing. I haven't thought about yet. I haven't done this assignment yet. What do I need for resources? What do I need for support? What do I need for accountability? I know that ultimately I need to be accountable to making it happen in my life, but I also think I'm going to get a couple of accountability partners, people to hold my feet to the fire, just ask me questions periodically and make sure that I'm staying on track and being true to myself and not procrastinating or making excuses or avoiding, etc. All right, any questions about this, hit me up. Of course, there's going to be a write-up, a small write-up in Guide 17 to go along with the videos, which are in Guide 16 of the Get Up and Go challenge page, private Facebook group page. All you have to do is sign up for that and you have access to all of last year's challenge, all of this year's challenge, and all the write-ups, except for January. I didn't do it in January yet. Just started using ChatGPT to do this for the fun of it and test it in February. So February 1st on. Keep saying I might go back and do January. It'll depend how the rest of the year goes. If I go back and actually do that or not, because it's just an added bonus thing. So I may or may not. I probably will because I like to have a whole year intact, so I like to have the whole thing. And it's pretty easy to do because in January we covered all the different goal frameworks. So I can just go back, look through my notebook, because I always keep a handy dandy journal and notebook for the challenge. So I hold myself accountable and I can go back and look and say and see, all right, well, what was this particular day about? What did I think and feel and say and experience that day? And do I need to reevaluate that? All right, any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow for day 181 and step 7 of our financial goal process. And then next month, we are going to dive into relationships. I just decided that right now. We'll do relationships next month. Relationship goals. All right, have an awesome day. I'll be with you tomorrow.